Welcome to this Saturday travel and history tip, and we will be continuing on the road to nowhere, U.S. Highway 83. In part 1, we visited Shamrock, Texas. In part 2, we visited Liberal, Kansas, and took you to Dorothy's house. Last week, in part 3, we stopped off at Monument Rocks and the Little Jerusalem Badlands State Park. This week, we are continuing down Kansas historic byway of Western Vistas in U.S. Highway 83, part 4. After parking our motorhome at the Buffalo Bill Kill statue, we disconnected the car and drove over to the Fick Fossil Museum. It shares the building with the Oakley Community Library, and it is free. And they have many interesting large dinosaur fossils from Kansas, many old tools, mineral specimens, and shell and mineral folk art. And as their website says, the museum houses a large, impressive collection of rocks and minerals from the Oakley area. Vi Fick, co-founder of the Fick Fossil and History Museum, was an eccentric artist who used many mediums to display her folk art, including locally found fossils, fish bones, shells, shark's teeth, oil paint, and crayon wax, resulting in unique three-dimensional artwork and displays you won't see anywhere else in the world. And here are a few examples of those. You will see a 15-foot fossil prepared by well-known fossil hunter George Sternberg, and an extremely rare fossil of a mosasaur skull with its eye socket intact. There's a sod house, Oakley's first depot and general store, a lot of countless railroad and western artifacts, and over 1,000 photographs depicting early pioneer life in the area. However, we were focused on the fossil section because our time was limited. Other fossils included a mastodon tusk, plesiosaur paddle, old photographs of fossils being dug up in the Smoky Hills, a young mammoth tooth, and a mastodon bone. The display cases were just filled with marine life that had been found in the region. I wonder how there's marine life found in Kansas. It was just a beautiful, fabulous place to go to, whether you like fossils or history or both. It's a great place to stop. And as I mentioned earlier, it is free. We hopped it back in the car and went back to the Buffalo Bill Kill statue. William Cody didn't get the nickname Buffalo Bill because he liked buffalo. He earned it by killing them, thousands of them. And this giant bronze sculpture marks the spot where his death-dealing prowess became official. At that time, which was 1868, another buffalo slayer, William Comstock, was Cody's chief rival. It was decided that a one-day slaughter shooting spree would determine which of the two Williams would call himself Buffalo Bill. When the dust settled from collapsing buffalo on that day, Comstock had 46 kills, but Cody was the clear champion with 69. The Monumental sculpture, birthplace of the legend, dedicated on May 22, 2004, weighs nearly 5 tons and took 3 years to create. Local artists Charlie Norton and Pat Leoty paid obsessive attention to detail, not only to Bill and the buffalo, but to Bill's horse Brigham and his gun Lucretia. The artwork depicts Bill taking dead aim with his rifle at the buffalo's heart as the two race across the prairie. Buffalo-loving family members may want to position themselves as human shields in front of the muzzle of Bill's giant gun. It's located off exit 76 on I-70 in Oakley. There's a giant gift shop and history museum of Buffalo Bill, and one of the things that I found fascinating there was this map, and it shows where William F. Cody was born in February of 1846 in LeClaire, Iowa, just north of the Quad Cities. In 1854, his family moved to Leavenworth, Kansas. In June of 1867, Cody co-founded the town of Rome, Kansas. In June of 1868, Cody earns the Buffalo Bill nickname in Oakley. In 1886, Cody built Scouts Rest Ranch in North Platte, Nebraska. And we have visited that site, the Oakley site, Leavenworth, and LeClaire. And then in 1896, Cody helped found the town of Cody, Wyoming in the Bighorn Basin, which we have also been to that spot. There are a few other exciting spots that we've been to about Buffalo Bill, but we'll save those for another Saturday travel and history tip. Finally, in Golden, Colorado, we have gone to the final resting place where Buffalo Bill died and was later buried in January of 1917 in Golden, Colorado. Outside of the visitor center was this awesome wagon wagon. The main reason to go there is to walk up the hill to see the Buffalo Bill kill site statue. William F. Buffalo Bill Cody was born in Iowa in 1846, but it was here in Logan County in the spring of 1868 while hunting buffalo for the crews building the Union Pacific Railroad that the legend of Buffalo Bill Cody was born. So now you know why he killed so many buffalo. It was to feed railroad workers. Standing 16 feet high and weighing 9,000 pounds, the twice life-size monumental bronze of Buffalo Bill Cody on his horse Brigham in pursuit of a buffalo was created by Western Kansas artists Charlie and Pat Norton. After 3 years of steadfast commitment, the bronze was completed and dedicated on May 22, 2004. And the project was funded entirely by private contributions, which totaled approximately $425,000. The sculpture is owned by the Wild West Historical Foundation. It's an incredible sculpture, as you can see. After we walked up to the sculpture, we walked down and read the sign, The Great Buffalo Hunt. Not long after the legendary contest, Cody was transferred to Fort McPherson, Nebraska. This photograph shows Buffalo Bill with his celebrated hunting rifle, Lucretia Borgia, across his lap. Sitting next to him is another famous hunter, the Earl of Dunraven. The signboard also gave more information on early exploration across Kansas. There was Coronado, Zebulon Pike, and John C. Fremont. And many of you know that Fremont is one of my favorite characters of American history, but we haven't talked any about Zebulon Pike. But we will. There's so much more to come in these Saturday travel and history tips. The photographs on the signage was courtesy of the Kansas State Historical Society. And here's a photo as buffalo was delivered by Buffalo Jones to Buffalo Bill Cody for his ranch in North Platte, Nebraska. This picture was taken near the present-day junction of Highway 83 and Highway 40 in Oakley. American history. Learn it. Love it. Appreciate it. Don't let them steal our history. Treasure our American history. And as our day ended at the Buffalo Bill Kill statue, it also ended for the visitor center as they were closing. The young lady who had been so helpful to me came out to take down the American flag, as she does every day. If you appreciate our content, tell others and repost on your social platforms. And again, presume you are watching this on YouTube. Our channel is Steve Groman, or on Facebook. And if you do watch Steve Groman on YouTube, please hit the notification bell to be alerted when we post new nuggets and Saturday history and travel tips. Next week, part 5 of The Road to Nowhere, U.S. Highway 83, and we will be traversing the state of Nebraska. Thank you.